friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion on the lifeline. A quick recap of all what we have studied so far. What does lifeline represent? Lifeline represents your health, your vitality, your physical constitution, your stamina, your ability to resist illnesses, your lifestyle choices, and the major events of your life get mapped and checked from the condition of the lifeline. We have studied all of that. We have also studied very important pillars of the lifeline, that from wheresoever lifeline gets initiated, originated, it infuses all that traits. So this is the Mount of Jupiter. If the lifeline is originating close to the Mount of Jupiter, it would infuse all the spiritual righteous traits of the planet Jupiter, which would be very fairly seen in the life of an individual. If the lifeline gets initiated from the inner Mount of Mars, this is our inner Mount of Mars, which tells about our courage, assertiveness. So that would remain to be the dominant part of someone's personality. We have also discussed what would happen when these the lifeline and the headline would remain tied. A tied headline and lifeline at the origin tells about very timid and very disciplined kind of personality. When you will find a gap in between the origin of the lifeline and the headline, this would just tell about extrovert, outgoing, and a very individualistic kind of personality. And we have also discussed about the arc of the lifeline, because lifeline encircles two very important regions of the palmistry of the palm, which is one is the inner Mount of Mars, which tells about your physical strength, and the Mount of Venus, which tells about your generosity, capacity to love, and your sexual and sensual drive. All that is seen from the Mount of Venus. So the arc lifeline encircles on the palm, the narrow would remain to be the signification of the Mount of Venus in terms of introverted personality, lack of concern towards others. And the wider arc lifeline just encircle on the palm, the heightened and increased would remain to be the signification of the Mount of Venus in someone's personality. So we have discussed all of that. We have also discussed the quality of the lifeline. So the deep and clear the lifeline would remain to be, the more smoothly it would be able to allow the life force current to flow through it. And let's say if this line would remain to be thin or broad and shallow and in the chained kind of formation, so that would just create obstacles and impediment in the flow of the current. We have also discussed the different colors, because color just tells about the true character of a line. So the pink is the best color formation for the lifeline to have. The red color just intensifies and represents the excess of energy. Yellow color represents melancholiness. White color also represents illnesses, and blue color specifically represent a problem related to blood circulation. So we have discussed all of that in the previous videos. Now in this video we are going to just take all the the specific defects which can be found on the lifeline one by one. So the first defect which you need to study is the crossbar. So something like this, which is very easily found on the lifeline. So something like this. So this is known as the crossbar, because what is happening is this is kind of creating an impediment in the flow of the life force current on the lifeline. And when it comes to checking this particular defect, the crossbar, one thing which you need to understand is that how deep or how lightly marked this defect, this crossbar is. So let's say if you'll find this crossbar to be very lightly marked on the lifeline, so this would just indicate that no matter, this would remain to be a point of worry, but this is not as serious as in case if you'll find the crossbar to be very deeply marked. And when I say deep, it would be more deeper than the lifeline itself. So this would just indicate a period of challenges, a period of depression, a period of minor illnesses. Illnesses is primarily seen from the lifeline. So any kind of crossbar on the lifeline would indicate illnesses along with challenges and depression, period of depression. So what you need to do is, in those kind of situations, you need to age the line, and at that particular time you need to remain very watchful and very concerned regarding your care, regarding your health and your lifestyle choices. So this is about the crossbar. Next is the symbol of island. So this island is considered as a very strong defect in palmistry. So whensoever you will find this kind of island formation on the lifeline, so like the way I have made a separate video on the defects, where I have explicitly explained the archetype qualities associated with all these kind of defects. So like the way symbol of square represents protection, symbol of star has got two meanings. Somewhere it represents illumination, somewhere it just represents explosion, because star represents intensification of energy. Same ways, symbol of island is considered as lack of resistance, delicacy. So a symbol of island, a defective island on the lifeline would just represent period of delicacy, whether in the matter of the health or whether in the matter of life circumstances. So a symbol of island, if found anywhere on the lifeline, you need to remain very watchful of your actions. You need to give proper care of your health. So now there are also different variations in the form of island as well. So whenever you will find a small individual island, so small individual island could be of two ways. So let's say if you'll find a long island on the lifeline, so this would just indicate chronic related problems, so persistent problem which is just bothering you. And let's say if you'll find the island to be very small size, then this would just indicate very acute and severe kind of events. There has been even written in Hindu palmistry that majority of the times when you will find the, let's say this is one of the case, you will find the whole lifeline to be in a double lifeline in a shape of a bow, which would look like a big island. So something like this, so you need to understand that something like this. See, you need to understand that, see, this is my major line which we are studying. So any point of time you will find a line running parallel to it. This line is known as the sister line, which provides proper aid and strengthen the signification of any particular line. So a line running parallel to it, adjacent to it, is known as the sister line. But the condition is there needs to be proper gap. But let's say if the condition is that you will find this line, a parallel sister line towards that major line, to be very close. So as close like this, as I have drawn this. So this would, rather than just providing aid and strengthening the signification of the major line, it just kind of act as an obstacle to that line, which in Hindi is also known as Kuthar Rekha. So I have seen this kind of line, which is the whole lifeline is kind of creating a complete big island, or let's say a bow kind of formation. So this is a typical case where people face kind of lifelong related problems. I've seen this line in the cases of people with mental disorders, people with autistic related problems, and people with certain chronic problems which keeps on bogging them throughout their life. So this is how symbol of island can be studied. A simple small island on the lifeline just indicate severe and critical problem, and a long island on the lifeline just indicate chronic ailments. So this is about a small individual island as well as a series of islands. See, when we talk about a series of islands, so I particularly mean a chain kind of formation. So something like this. So this is like the way we have already discussed while we were discussing the quality of the line, that a chain kind of formation is considered as the worst, because it just creates consistent obstacles in the smooth flow of the current. So when you will find on the lifeline to be formed with a series of islands, so this would just make the lifeline to look like a chain kind of formation, which is considered as very bad. It just create consistent obstacle. And when I say, as we are making a discussion on the lifeline, so you need to understand that these all the lines marked in our hand are subjected to change, and specifically when it comes to the lifeline, it is very quick towards change, just with the change in your lifestyle and change in your thinking process. So if you have spotted these kind of islands or these kind of defects on your palm on the lifeline, so just by inculcating healthy lifestyle and change in your thought process, doing meditation, eating nutritious food, and taking refuge in worship and spirituality, you could just completely wipe off all these defects from your palm. So this is about a series of islands. Now next in the series is island variations. So what do I mean by that? So there are certain problems which are like pertaining to the biological life cycle. So let's say if any point of time you have found an island on the middle age, somewhere on here in the hand of a woman, and that might be the same time when this woman is going through menopause or those kind of related concerns. So that sign can also be checked in sync with other formation, other signs being visible on the hand. Like the way I always say, palmistry is built on this principle that whensoever any major event or many whether a good auspicious or a good or a bad traumatic event is going to happen, the signs will get reflected in your palm simultaneously on different places. So same is the way when you will find an island on the hand of a middle-aged woman who's going through menopause. So at the same time you will also find some kind of negative signs present on the lower mount of Muna, which also represents problem related to or concerns related to reproductive organs. So might even find a grill or an island on the lower mount of moon as well. This is our mount of moon, which can be divided into 3 regions. So this is our positive Mars. This portion here is our upper mount of moon, this is our middle mount of moon, and this is our lower mount of moon. This whole domain is assigned to the mount of Luna, which tells about our desire to travel, our subconscious thinking process. So this is about the island variation. Whensoever there will be a major event, whether it's auspicious or inauspicious, and as we are studying the defects, so we are like specifically studying the inauspicious and hazardous events. So whensoever those events are like going to happen or bound to happen, so you will just find the occurrence and the possibility of those events or those signs simultaneously in other places on the hand as well. So in the case of menopause, you will also find some kind of defect occurring at the same time at the lower mount of Luna as well. So that is this is with the island variations. Now what do I mean by island on the mount? So you need to understand that this island is not something which is restricted to your lines only. You might even find these kind of islands and spot these kind of islands on the mounts itself. So let's say if any point of time you have spotted this kind of island, on the outer mount of the Mars. So outer mount of Mars represents your it represents your chest. So any point of time you have spotted this kind of island on the outer mount of the Mars. This is your outer mount of the Mars. So every planet, every mount is also associated with some body part. This mount of Jupiter represents your, like the way I have been explaining it to you, represents your digestive related your system, digestive conditions. Mount of Saturn represents your bones. A mount of Apollo represents your condition of your heart, condition of your eyes. Mount of this Mercury represents your nervous system. Same ways, this outer mount of the Mars represents your chest. So any point of time you will find an island here, and the same way, same time any chance line is getting connecting this kind of island with a defect on the lifeline. So the scenario is you have spotted this island on the outer mount of the Mars, and a chance line is connecting this island on the mount of outer Mars with a defective lifeline. So at the same time there is a gap here on the lifeline. So this would just indicate the strong possibility of ulcer or inflammation or stomach related problem. So this is how analysis is done in palmistry. So problem related to stomach or even related to chest could be seen in this condition. So this is with a different kind of variation of the islands if found on the mount. And next kind of defect which you need to understand is the defect of dot. So dot, which I have been repeatedly saying in all my videos, dot is a sign which is considered as very negative in Hindu palmistry. Dot, mole, till is not considered anywhere on the palm. So any point of time you will find this kind of dot present on the lifeline. This would just indicate acute illnesses, heightened possibility of accidents. And what is important is you need to check the condition of the line once you have spotted this kind of dot anywhere on the lifeline. So let's say this is where you have spotted this dot on the lifeline. So this is kind of dot you have spotted on the lifeline. So when it comes to studying the lines, you need to check the condition of what has happened to that particular line which we are studying. Once you have spotted this defect, had this line got very badly distorted once this dot has occurred on the lifeline, or whether the line has improved, making it a blessing in disguise. So let's say once you have spotted this dot on the lifeline, and after that place the line has got very distorted or very broad or shallow, very negative sign, then we could just say that, or we could just kind of interpret that this arrival of this dot has not given this person a chance to recover from that trauma. And let's say if this line has got improved after the arrival of dot, then we can just interpret it in this way that this remained to be a blessing in disguise and person has improved and evolved after that unpleasing event which has happened at this age in this person's life. So this is how dots get interpreted in palmistry. Now next sign which you need to understand is the symbol of star. So like the way I have been repeatedly saying this thing in all my videos, star has got two meanings attached to it. One is very good, which represents illumination, and second is which is very bad, which is considered as explosion. So when it comes to checking the condition of the lifeline, the star sign is not considered good at all. It represents accidents, and in some cases it also indicate fatal and sudden death. So because Saturn, this symbol of star represents kind of intensification of energies. So any point of time you'll find this. So this is just going to heighten the possibility of having this kind of. So any point of time you'll find this kind of star on the lifeline. So this would just heighten the possibility of someone meeting an accident, or like the way I've been saying this thing, the possibility of a fatal death. So symbol of star on the lifeline is not considered as good. It would just explode the signification of the lifeline in a negative way. Next sign which you need to understand is symbol of X bar. So like the way I have been saying this thing in all my videos, that X bar is a sign of obstruction, X bar is a sign of restriction and impediments in the flow of the energy. So the only signification would which would it infuse in the life of an individual is, let's say if you have spotted this symbol of X bar at the initiation, at the origin of the lifeline. So this would just indicate kind of traumatic related environment at the time of birth. At any point of time you will find this kind of star, X bar, this kind of X bar at the end of a lifeline, the lifeline ending on this kind of X bar. So this would also indicate the same kind of signification. This would also indicate the possibility and chances of a fatal end. So this is how X bar is judged in palmistry. And let's say at the time of when we were discussing, I just forgot to mention this point, at the time when we were discussing the symbol of mole dot. So I have specifically mentioned this thing that this represents possibility of accidents. So any point of time you have spotted this remain to a particular time when this person would remain very vulnerable towards meeting with accidents. Same ways, let's say if you have spotted a symbol of X bar on the mount of Saturn and a chance line joining these two, this dot on the lifeline with the X bar found on the mount of Saturn. So this would indicate a heightened possibility of accident. Like the way I have been telling you this thing in all my videos, why we learn all these sciences, so that we can just improve and just reduce the possibility of the occurrence of a negative event and just heighten the good signification which are bound to happen in our life. So same is the way, if you have spotted this kind of sign, this kind of combination in your palm, this just doesn't mean that something which is bound to happen. This is just giving us a chance to improve, chance to kind of elude any kind of negative event which the destiny is forewarning us. So this is how symbol of dot gets read in palmistry. Next sign which you need to understand is whensoever you will find a kind of breaks on the lifeline. So what do I mean by that? So in any case, symbol of whenever you will find the break on the lifeline, this just indicate possibility of accident, life threatening events, accidents. So a gap on the lifeline is not considered as good. The whole thing would just come down to this point, that where this kind of gap is happening. Because let's say if this gap is happening So let's say if this gap is happening under the mount of Saturn, or this gap is happening under the ring finger, so this would just change the signification, change the kind of circumstances which a person can expect himself to run into. But in any case, a gap on the lifeline is not considered as good. The only way you can check it is, first is how much is the width of the gap. That's the one condition. Second is the quality of the line on which the gap is found, and third is if there is any repair agent or any strengthening agent to cover that gap or not. So let's say along with that, like the way we have already understood that the signification would vary wheresoever this gap is found, in under which finger this gap is found. So same way, when we talk about the width of the gap and the condition of the line on which this gap is found, so if the condition of the line is very deep and clear, so in those circumstances where the line is very strengthened and very robust, the current is very smoothly passing through it, and the gap would remain to be small. So in those cases there would not be that much problem. You could relate the same situation with a runner who has got good stamina, and there's a little bit of crevice or little bit of gap on the road, so which he would just quickly leap forward without affecting his stamina. So same is the case which would remain if the gap would remain to be small and the line would remain to be of very deep and clear formation. But if the line is already weak, line is already broad and shallow, afflicted, and over and above that you have formed this gap, then the line would face the heat because of that. So in a nutshell, the gap, the break on the lifeline indicates life-threatening events, accidents and illnesses. Now coming to the next part is when we would spot those cases when the line is getting self-repaired. So what do I mean by that? So this is our lifeline and you can see the line jumping inwards. So this is the case when there is a gap which is getting self-repaired because of this overlap of the lifeline. So this might not be a a typical arch type case of accident or illness. This could be a case of change in lifestyle as well, because the current is not getting lost. So the only signification which would matter is whether this jump, this overlap is getting inward or outward from the original position. When this this overlap would take place inward, so this would remain to be the case when when people retire in old age, they become very reclusive, very restricted in their thought process, because like the way I have explained it, this thing in the at the beginning of video, that the arc just give and decides the region of the mount of Venus, which represents the warmth and generosity and the sympathy. So when the overlap will happen inwards, this would just indicate someone being too reclusive, typically the case of people getting retired in old age. And let's say if this overlap is getting outward, so this would remain to be the case when people would become very expanded in his thought process, like the way when people in their 18 or in their early youth, they shift from their home, from their ancestral home, start their own life, and have this expanded awareness. And these remain to be the cases when this change in the lifestyle has made these people invite all kind of people into his life, all kind of philosophies into his life, of life filled with generosity and sympathy. So this would remain to be a positive case when it you need to study any kind of self-repaired break on the lifeline. Now the last concept which we need to understand is the concept of splits. So what do I mean by that? So splits can be found of two types. So one remains to be these upward rising split, or you could also find the downward split. So in in the Hindu palmistry, all these upward rising split are considered as very positive while doing analysis. Whenever, let's say for example, someone of the age 30 has come to you, so what you need to do is, first of all, you need to do an overall analysis of the hand. Then you need to check the condition of the line at the age which he is running right now. So the person is running 30 years of age, and at that particular age, if you are seeing this kind of upward rising line, upward rising split, so this is a sign of aspiration. This is a sign of fulfillment of goal, fulfillment of desires. So this would remain to be the time when this person will put his best foot forward towards the accomplishment of his goals. So the more longer the line would remain to be, the more strengthened the efforts would remain to be. And one more thing, in whichsoever direction of the mount this upward rising split would be going, so those signification we could expect in the life of that individual. So upward rising split going towards the mount of Saturn would represent right time of buying property, buying a vehicle. An upward rising split going towards the mount of Apollo could indicate getting fame and recognition because of your efforts. So this is how upward rising split gets studied. Now next is the downward rising split. So what do I mean by that? So downward rising split in mundane terms represent to the time of disappointments, time of failures, or this might be the time when, see, this is the time of the old age. So that might be the case when person has already reached the zenith and the top of his achievements in his life, and he might have to start retiring down. His energy is getting swindled away. So this remains to be the case with the downward split, which indicates lack of energy, lack of enthusiasm. And let's say the last case is any point of time you will find one long split going towards the mount of Luna. So this would remain to be the time when person would start taking interest more into his thinking process and start taking more interest in travel related occupations, or indulging too much into travel. So this is the case when moon is Luna is attracting energy of the lifeline towards itself. So the only difference which would come is that which line is deeper. So let's say if the split is more deeper, then this might be a case then this person is going to settle far away from his birthplace. So this is how analysis is done. I hope I made myself very clear in this video. For further more updates and notification on palmistry, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.